Guys, everyone, please check your audio and video settings, please, guys. Yes, guys. Yesterday I was talking about what, boss? Spring core module setter injection, right? Yes. Any newcomers are there? Please ping me yes in the chat box. Yes, boss. Yeah. Please collect the notes from the above URLs. And if you have missed initial classes, these are the backup videos. These are backup videos, guys. Right. As of now, we are sharing notes through Facebook. This is the URL from where you have to collect the material. Okay, after a few days, we are working on Google Classroom. That will be shared, and application also will be shared either through Google Classroom or Git link, boss. If needed, we'll provide both. That's not an issue. Don't write any notes. Okay, happily will be sharing every information with you people. Okay, right. Yes, in the middle of the class, you will get yesterday, day before yesterday class recordings also. Don't worry. Initial 7 classes recordings I have given. Nagatu Sridhar, yesterday I have accepted your request. You have become member. Now you can access the content. Fine. Shall we get into the discussions, guys? Okay. Right. Setter injection. If IOC container is using setter method to inject dependent class object to target class object, then it is called as what? Setter injection. Then it is called as what? Setter injection. Everyone getting my point there or not? Super, boss. Next. For this, we need to give instruction to IOC container through application context.xml by using property tag. So first of all, let me ask, how to tell to IOC container, this class, you should take it as a Spring Bean. What is the tag we should use? Everyone, please type in the chat box. Bean tag. How to tell to Spring container, on this property, you have to do setter injection. There are so many injection, but how to tell to Spring container, on this property, you have to perform setter injection. For that one, what is the tag we should use, guys? Property tag we should use. Everyone getting my point? Yes. Now listen, guys. com.nt.beans.wish message generator is my target class. java.util.date is my dependent class. Everyone getting my point? Okay. Wish message generator needs date class object to get the current hour of the day from system date and time. Based on that current hour of the day, it is going to generate wish message for the user like good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. This kind of messages will be generated. Are you enjoying my statement, guys? Okay. Now tell me, it's a ready-made class. Do I need to develop dependent class manually? No. This is target class. Okay, now tell me, while designing target class, which is a user-defined class, I must take one property of type date class to receive and hold injected date class object by IOC container or not. So now tell me, we need to take one has a property supporting composition of type java.util.date class in wish message generator class. So, okay, to support container injection process or not. See this? This is the class. Here I am taking one has a property or not. Okay, now tell me, container is showing interest to inject date class object to this property directly or by calling setter method? By calling setter method. So I must have one setter method or not, guys? I must have setter method or not? Yes, boss. That's why I have taken one property. I have taken one setter method. Setter method gets date class object as argument assigned to this one. So now injected date class object I would like to use in the business method. What I am doing, guys, I am getting current hour of the day. Based on current hour of the day, I am generating the wish message. I will get current hour of the day in 24 hours format. If it is less than 12, good morning. Okay, or good afternoon, or good evening, or good night. Everyone getting my point here, guys? Everyone getting my point here or not? Come on, are you with me, boss? Super. Okay, now listen. Okay, container reads your brain, or we have to give every instruction to container. This class should be taken as Spring Bean. This property should. I will show practically also. Please. First understand, then we are going to develop practicals. Please, there is a process of doing everything. First understand the code, then we will see practicals. Right, guys. Now tell me, guys. So container do everything on its own. We should give instruction to container. We should tell to instruction to container. How container expects instructions or guidance from you, boss? In the form of XML file, which is technically called as what? Spring Bean configuration file, right? Which is technically called Spring Bean configuration file. Are you listening my statement? Super, guys. Okay, now what I am doing? I am configuring date class as a Spring Bean. Bean ID dt class is equal to java.util.date. Are you understanding my statement here, boss? Java.util.date. So Spring container takes this class, creates the object having name dt. Similarly, I am configuring wish message generator as Spring Bean by using bean tag. By simply using bean tag. But the thing is, I want to tell to Spring container, don't just make it as a Spring Bean. Also inject, okay, date class object to wish message generator date property through setter injection. How to tell to container you should perform setter injection? Using property tag. On which property? Date property. Name is equal to date. Okay, to that property, I should inject which bean class object reference? I should inject which bean class object reference? Date class object reference. In Spring container, every Spring Bean object is identified with the class name of bean ID. Bean ID. Come on. Once you join in Naresh IT, you are identified with your original name, you are identified with the registration number. Once a Spring container creates Spring Bean class object, Spring Bean class object creates object with Bean ID name. So a Spring Bean is identified with Bean ID, class name, Bean ID. How to tell to container? To this date property, you should inject date class object. Date class object is identified with what? Bean ID. That's why in the ref attribute, I am passing date. That's why in the ref attribute, I am passing date. Hey container, perform setter injection on date property. That means call setDate method having dt beanid based date class object has the argument value to assign date class object to date property. So that is nothing but setter injection or not. That is nothing but setter injection or not. Okay, ref means what? You are passing reference variable name of another bean class object. Okay, reference variable is nothing but object name. Spring container creates Spring Bean class object based on the bean IDs or not? Okay, guys. Array, listen. Everything happens at runtime. In Java, nothing will happen at compile time. Everything happens at runtime. Why? Because container creation also happens runtime. Reading of this XML happens at runtime. Okay, collecting object and injecting object also happens at runtime. Forget about Spring. In Java, everything happens at runtime. Everyone getting my point, guys? Okay, I closed first bean tag by keeping slash. Slash indicates closing. When you don't want to write the body, slash itself indicates closing, guys. Here I have a body to write. That's why this one. Okay. Right. So I want to perform setter injection on 10 properties. Everyone getting my point? So then we have to do, then you have to write 10 property tags. I want to do setter injection on 3 properties. Then you should write 3 property tags. You can write them in any order. That's not an issue. I hope you're understanding my point. Sir, both are Spring Bean. Why are you telling date is the dependent class and the wish message generate is the target class? Tell me who is using what? Wish message generator is injected with date class object. Come on. Wish message generator is injected with date class object. Are you getting my point there or not? Come on. So wish message generator is using date class. That's why wish message is called target class. Date class is called dependent class. Everyone getting my point? Yes. Okay. Array property name is nothing but variable name. Variable names are called property names. Member variable names, attribute names are called property names. Okay, guys. Spring container, nothing but IOC container. The people who joined today, yesterday, please watch videos. You will get clarity on all terminologies. Backup videos. Okay. Creates Spring Bean class objects. Spring Bean class object with bean ID. With bean ID. That means takes bean ID as the object name, nothing but reference variable name. Reference variable name. Reference variable name. Yes, guys. Create Spring Bean class object with bean ID. Takes bean ID as the object name, nothing but reference variable name. Okay, guys. Right. Spring container. Spring container identifies Spring Bean with its bean ID. With its bean ID. Okay. If you want to get Spring Bean class object from Spring container, and if you want to inject one Spring Bean class object to another Spring Bean class object, we need to use We need to use bean IDs. Are you listening my statement, guys? Once you join in Naresh IT, are you identified with your name or registration number? Once you take Airtel connection, you are identified with your name or mobile number. Once you take a broadband connection, you are identified with your name or family name, or you are identified with what? Registration number or connection number. Once you open account in the bank, you are identified with your name or bank account number. Same thing. Once Spring Container creates, okay guys, once Spring Container creates Spring Bean class object, are you understanding my statement? Okay, it is identified with bean ID. Why? Because bean ID will be used as the object name. Okay, now to test all these things, whether container is doing this work or not, we should have a container, and for that container we should pass this XML file as input file, and we should check whether container is doing all the things or not. What is that? Loading both classes, creating object for both classes, assigning date class object to wish message generator class object. To test all this thing, to feel all this thing, we should develop one client application or not, guys? Come on. We must develop one client application. Inside that client application, we should have a container or not? We should have a container or not? Are you getting my point there? Right, guys. So first, create IOC container. Locate and hold Spring Bean configuration file. Configuration file name and location. File name and location. Location. Okay. Kripal Singh. 3 dots are not there anywhere. They are the package names. Kripal Singh, please complete core Java. You are not identifying what is package name also. They are not 3 dots, Ra Babu. I am writing package name. Java.util.date is the package name. Please, that is not called dots. Please correct your core Java knowledge. Okay. Everyone getting my point? Achha, these one, here some more content is there. No, here these dots indicates some more content is there. Right now I am not writing. Always remember, if I write something like this, some other content is there. Right now I am not highlighting it. Is that clear? Okay. So file system resource res is equal to new file system resource of, okay, with respect to project, some location, com/nt/cfz/ you will get goosebumps. You will get complete clarity. So when you go to Eclipse, you will tell the code. You never write the code. Is that clear? Here we are locating and holding Spring Bean configuration file. Then create IOC container. Understanding? Okay. IOC container. We must use resource object only. Why? Because the constructor of XML Bean Factory class is expecting resource object. Is that clear? These are predefined classes. You cannot change as you want. XML Bean Factory is equal to new XML Bean Factory of res. Okay, till not only I created IOC container, I passed the res object. What do you say, guys? Indirectly, I am giving name and location of Spring Bean configuration file or not? What do you mean by 3 dots, sir? There's some other information also there while providing name and location of Spring Bean configuration file. According to our project setup, that will change. That's why I'm not highlighting. Got it, our boss? Okay. With this IOC container is ready now, boss? Super. Okay, guys. Now listen. Get ask Spring container. Spring container is also called as IOC container. Ask Spring container to give target Spring Bean class object. To give target Spring Bean class object. Are you listening? Sir, why are you asking target Spring Bean class object? Pratik, we cannot use string file name. We cannot use file input stream. As of now, XML Bean Factory is expecting only resource object. If you like it or not, you have to pass resource object only. I am requesting everyone right now, except resource object, we cannot pass any other object. It's a predefined class designed like that. Is that clear? I don't want to see further confusion on that. We cannot pass directly string. We cannot pass file input stream object. We cannot think about reader object. Come on. Resource object is internally java.io.file class, which is capable of locating and holding Spring Bean configuration file. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I said this internally uses java.io.file class. Core Java IO stream, java.io.file class. You studied or not? Okay. Now listen. Sir, why are you asking IOC container to give only target class object? Very interesting, boss. In that only business method is there, right? In that only business method is there. In that only business method is there. My interest is calling this business method. This is a non-static method. So for that one, I need target class object or not? Sir, you can create on your own. Array, if I want to create every object, if I want to manage every object, why I'm using Spring? I want to enjoy Spring, the lifecycle management and dependency management. Is that clear, guys? Okay. So that's why I don't want to create manually. Spring container is capable of doing it. That's why I'm asking Spring container, give me target class object. Everyone getting my point, guys? Come on. Okay. Object to obj is equal to factory.getBean of. What is the bean ID, guys? WMG. What is the bean ID, guys? WMG. Get bean method takes the bean ID. Okay. And returns object class reference pointing to target class object. What this method will do, guys. Okay, listen. This method takes WMG, goes to Spring Bean configuration file, checks. Is there any bean whose bean ID is WMG? There are not there. Yes, there. There are not there. Yes, there. And checks what injection is enabled. Setter injection. So that means setter injection means what? First it has to create current class object. On that object it has to call setter method to complete the setter injection. That means first it has realized it has to create first current class object or not. So what it will do, you know, if you feel this is IOC container, if you feel this is IOC container or Spring container, it creates target class object. What is target class object, guys? Wish message generator. Come on. Wish message generator class object. What is that, guys? WMG. Wish message generator class object. Why WMG? Why not some other name? I already said it will create bean class object with bean ID. Super, guys. Whenever object is created, it will maintain one property called date or not. Array, inside that object, there is a bean property called date. What do you say, guys? There are not there. Okay, that property right now null value. As of now, null value. Getting my point? Yes. Okay, then next one is what? It will go to property tag. Property name date. Then it will take date property and checks, is there any date property or not? Yes, there. Is there any setter method for date property or not? Yes, there. Okay, now it observe ref dt. That property has to be injected with what? Injected with what? Dt. That means I am asking container, okay, there is another bean class object with the name dt. Take that object and inject. Now it takes dt and searches. Is there any spring bean whose name is dt? There are not there are? Yes, there. Come on. Any injections configured on that class, guys? No. Any injections configured on that class, guys? No. So happily loads the class and creates the object. Happily loads the class and creates the object. Okay. Date class object. With what name this object will be created, boss? dt. With what name? And when date class object is created, okay, when date class object is created with 0 param constructor, it will hold system date and time or not? What is the system date and time? What is today's date, guys? What is today's date? September 9th. September 9th, 2021. Okay, 2021. What is the time, guys? 8:90 p.m. It will maintain system date. System date and time. Super, guys. Okay. So system date and time is there. All these are done to support this property tag. Come on. All these things are done to support this property tag. Are you getting my point there, guys? Okay. So now it completes the injection process. How? It will call the setter method, assigns date class object to date property. Assigns date class object to date property. How does, boss? WMG dot set date of dt. Like this method will be called or not? WMG dot set date of dt. So with this, injection is done. Now tell me, guys, this property is now having date class object. Indirectly, this property is now having system date and time or not? System date and time or not? All these are done with the support of these entries that are there in XML file or not? If you don't give this instruction, do you think IOC container can do all these things or not? Everyone getting my point? Yes, boss. Now listen. Okay, after doing all this thing, this getBean method returns this target class object, wish message generator class object to the client application. And we are referring with the object class reference variable. Sir, why, sir? Why they are returning as object class object? They can directly return as wish message generator na. Simple theory, guys. If I pass dt, it has to return date class object. If I pass x bean id object. If I pass y, it has to return y bean id object. Okay. If you want to see method should return any object of Java, any object of any class in Java. Better to have return type as object or not. So that's why getBean method return type is what, guys? GetBean method return type is what? Object class. GetBean method return type is what? Object class. Everyone getting my point? See, this method should be in a position to return any bean class object whose bean ID is passed there. Everyone getting my point there? So that's why they intelligently given getMin method return type as what? Object class. So that you pass X bean ID, X class object it can return. Y bean ID, it can return Y bean class object. Z bean ID, it can return Z bean class object. What do you say, guys? But one problem is there in this model, guys. Using this OBJ, can I call direct method of wish message generator, guys? Can I call generate message method? No. When superclass reference variable points to subclass object, using that reference variable, can I call direct methods of the subclass? Can I call direct methods of the subclass? Can I call direct methods of the subclass, guys? String result obj dot generate message. What is the business method? Any idea about the business method, guys? Generate message. Raja. Is it allowed or not allowed? It is not allowed. Error will come. Error will come. What do you say, guys? Okay, guys. What is the reason? If I request everyone concentrate on current application. What if I have 10 beans, 30 beans, 20 beans? Please stop thinking in that angle. I will consider those angles later. Please focus on understanding what I am presenting. So many people are sticking to current discussion. 1-2 people trying to ask, if I keep 100 beans, what happens? 300 beans, what happens? I will answer everything, but incrementally I will answer one by one. Please focus on what I am presenting. Don't think about if I do that, what happens? If I do this, what happens? Definitely we will discuss those things, those angles later. I am requesting everyone, right? Listen, if superclass reference variable is pointing to subclass object, then we cannot call direct methods of subclass. Okay. We cannot call direct methods of subclass. Okay. So the above code throws exception. The above code throws we cannot call direct methods of subclass. So the above code throws exception. Okay, guys. I think throws compile time error, not runtime error, throws compile time error. Okay. To make it possible, understanding my statement, to make it possible, use downcasting. Nothing but typecasting. To make it possible, use downcasting, nothing but typecasting. Someone is asking where we are doing, sir. Okay. OBJ is the object class reference variable. GetBean method is returning what, guys? Wish message generator class object. If no superclass is there for wish message generator, what is the default superclass, guys? Object class. That means I am using object class reference variable to refer subclass object or not. Nothing but wish message generator class object or not. Come on. Wish message generator class object or not. In that situation, if I call direct methods of subclass, I will get error or not. Last time, getBean method WMG returns what? Wish message generator class object collected from the container. Right. Are you referring with the same class reference variable or object class reference variable? Yes, object class reference variable. Object is what? Super class for wish message generator. Indirectly, obj is the super class reference variable pointing to wish message generator class object, nothing but subclass object. When super class reference variable is referring subclass object, can we call direct methods of the subclass? No. If we try to call, what happens? Compile time error will come. No, sir, I am jiddi, I want to do it. Then what should I do? Typecast. What is this? Typecast. Since error comes, guys, comment that one. Typecasting. How to do typecasting? Wish message generator. Open your brain. I'm going to brush up your core Java also. Wish message generator. Okay, of obj. If you are not recognizing these two lines, you are very weak in core Java. Improvise that. This line, this line. Need of typecasting, everyone understood or not? Need of typecasting, everyone understood or not? Yes, guys. Okay, now invoke the business method. Invoke the business method. This time, am I going to call on obj? Am I going to call the business method on obj? No. I'm going to call on generator dot, what dot? Generator dot generate message. Raja. Super, guys. Array, I'm using business method. Do I need to comment this? We will see practicals in Eclipse also. When I open Eclipse, you will tell the code, I will write the code. System.out.println. Wish message is plus result. Super. End of the main method, end of the class. End of the main method, end of the class. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Okay, guys. Right, guys. Everyone understood this point? Now we are able to test it or not? Okay. Now listen. This is level 1. Okay. Now let us assume we are executing the application. Number 1, we are running the application, guys. We are running the application. Super, guys. When you run the application, yeah. Everyone concentrate. Okay. Yeah, boss, not yeah, I'll give numbering. Run the application. I'm giving flow, more detailed flow. It is not a complete flow, but how much you can understand that one. Okay, run the application. That is number 1. Number 2, when you run the application, control comes to main method or not? Number 2. Super, guys. Next, number 3. In this process, IOC container is created. Number 3. Come on, guys. You want color, special color? Yes, I will use special color. Okay. Yes, boss. Number 3. Now listen. This IOC container creation, guys. This IOC or Spring container is created. #3. Listen, I'm giving main number here. #3 means it's a reflection. It's a reflection here. Come on. Hash means it's a reflection. Number reflection, boss. Come on, next one. Factory dot get bean of WMG. Okay. Number 4. It will go to Spring Bean configuration file and searches. Is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID is WMG? Yes, there. What injection is there? Setter injection. This is number 4. Setter injection. So that's why it loads the class and creates the object. Loads the class and creates the object. Hash 4. Hash 4. Everyone getting my point? It loads the class and creates the object. Reflection here. Diagram reflection here. Are you understanding? This is the code and equivalent reflection in the diagram. That's the meaning of that. Don't say 5. It's a code that executes an equivalent reflection over here. Next, it comes to property tag. Number 5, guys. It comes to property tag. Okay. What is that? 5. From there, it takes what? DT. From there, it takes what? DT. Number 6. And searches. Is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID is DT? That is number 7. And observe, is there any injection enabled on this one, guys? No, not enabled, not enabled, right? Then what happened? It loads the class and creates the object. Loads the class and creates the object. So this object creation, can I say hash 7? This object creation, can I say hash 7, guys? Super. Okay, guys. Next, and comes and completes the setter injection, guys. Comes and setter injection. Once this object is ready, completes the setter injection. Are you understanding my statement, guys? This is number 8. Completes the setter injection. By calling setter method, it completes the setter injection. Hash 8. Come on. In this process, date class object is assigned to wish message generator object by calling setter method or not? Super, boss. Now tell me, that object comes to client application. This is number 9. Number 9. Come on, guys. Then typecasting, number 10. Invocation of business method, number 9. Number 11. Receiving result and printing result, number 12. Come on. And end of the main method, number 13. At the end of the main method, all objects will be destroyed. All objects will be destroyed. Container is also one local variable in the main method. Container is also one local variable in the main method. So that means container, factory object will be destroyed or not. Come on. So that means container destruction happens. When container is destroyed, the objects inside that also will be destroyed or not? Container destroyed. The object inside that also will be destroyed or not? Come on, boss. Yes, guys. So this is nothing but hash 12. Hash 12. That's it. 12 or 13. At the end of the main method, this will happen. Yeah, I think if you have a small doubts in the corners, now all doubts gone now. All doubts gone are still there. I think all your doubts gone. What do you say, boss? Okay, guys. Now listen. What we have to observe is, are we creating wish message generator class object manually? No. Are we creating date class object manually? No. Are we calling setter methods anywhere in the client application manually? No. But when I ask container to give wish message generator object, does it giving, are you understanding my statement, guys? Does it giving wish message generator class object assigned with date class object on its own or not? Does it giving wish message generator class object having date class object on its own or not? Come on. So that means dependency management is happening perfectly or not? Container is loading target and dependent classes. Container only creating target and dependent class object. Container only assigning dependent class object to target class object. Everyone getting my point? So are we able to feel setter injection practically or not? Are you able to feel setter injection practically or not? Whatever theory I said about setter injection, that is been happened practically over here or not? Okay. On public demand, one more time, boss. On public demand, one more time. We run the application. Super. Control comes to main method. Super. Container create. IOC container is created by taking application context.xml as Spring Bean configuration file. This IOC container is created where on the top of JVM. Next. Listen. I am calling factory.getBean method. Factory means container. Are you listening? Okay, what this getBean method is doing? GetBean method takes given bean ID. Searches. Is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID is WMG? Is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID is WMG? There. What injection enabled? Setter injection. So to call setter method, first of all, object should be there. So that's why as a reflection of fourth one, wish message generator class object is created or not. #4 means it's a reflection. Got it, guys? Okay, then what injection is enabled? Setter injection. On which property? Date property. It internally checks date property is there or not there. Set date method is there or not there. Yes, there. To that property, what you want to inject? DT bean ID based bean class object. Now takes the bean ID DT and searches. Is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID is what? DT? There or not there? Yes, there. Any injection enabled on this date class Spring Bean, guys? No. So that's why just loads the class and creates the object. 7 reflection in the memory. Super na, boss? Okay, don't forget all this date class object creation is happened in support to this property tag. So that's why it comes back to property tag and completes the task. What task? Setter injection task. DT bean ID based date class object will be assigned to date property of wish message generator object by calling setter method. See? The wish message generator object is what? WMG. Bean ID, dependent bean object is what? DT. Having DT as the parameter, it calling set date method on WMG. In that process, date class object is assigned to date property of what? Wish message generator class object or not. With this, setter injection is completed. Am I doing this work? All these are done by Spring Container on its own. On its own. And in the XML file, I'm just giving those instructions or not. In XML file, I'm just giving those instructions. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super. Okay, guys. Next one. Okay, guys. So forget about new keyword. When it comes to advanced topics, most of the containers, come on, will take care of object creation process. Number 9, guys, that object comes back to container. Everyone get the point? Number 10, guys, typecasting. Why typecasting? Go and refer your core Java basics. Those who studied core Java, oops, especially inheritance. Okay. Polymorphism, inheritance concept. If you study that, you will understand why this typecasting is required. Revise that, you will definitely get it. Understanding my statement? Okay. Array, XML bean factory is predefined. Everything is predefined because I'm using the class, but I am not writing the definition of the class. That means all are predefined. I'm calling the business method. This is the business method. In the business method, some business logic is there where injected date class object is utilized or not. Accordingly, what is the current hour of the day? 8th. 8th means 20th hour. 20th hour means I will get good night user message or not. Good night Raja message will come or not. Yes, result will hold good night Raja. That I am printing. End of the main method, all objects will be destroyed. Factory resource also objects, guys. They will be destroyed. Factory destroyed means indirectly container destroyed. Container destroyed means indirectly bean class objects is destroyed. Enjoyed or not? Enjoyed or not? Come on. Goosebumps has come on, not. But whatever I told is 50% flow only. 100% flow I will give after completion of application. Still, I have to show these practicals in Eclipse IDE, right? I have showed these practicals in Eclipse IDE. Okay, guys. Yes, 100% flow you will get after application development. This is 50% flow at this level. How much you can understand, that much I am giving. Right, boss. I think you are failing. You are running the application or not? Yes. Okay. Next task is running this application in Eclipse IDE. Nothing else is there. Running this application in Eclipse IDE. But before that, I want to give some important numbers related discussion, guys, with respect to code. Okay. Right. Those are feeling heavy, please revise your core Java. Because I'm just talking core Java here. Number 4, guys. Number 4. Client application calls factory.getBean method. Client application calls factory.getBean method. Number 5. Number 5. IOC container searches for the Spring Bean configuration whose bean ID is WMG. Whose bean ID is WMG. Okay. Loads the class and creates the object. Okay. Loads the class and creates the object. Whose bean ID is WMG. Right, guys. Number 6. 7. Based on property tag. Based on property tag. Okay. Property tag. Name, date, ref, dt. IOC container becomes ready to perform set rejection on date property. Okay, guys. Number 8. Number 8 takes ref is equal to dt. Ref is equal to dt and searches for the Spring Bean class whose bean ID, Spring Bean class configuration, whose bean ID is dt. And finds Okay, finds java.util.date. Date class. So loads the class and creates the object. Loads the class and creates the object. Everyone getting my point, guys? Okay. 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5. 4 and 4. I think this is 3, boss. Calling method is 3. Oh, I think some number is missed, guys, from my side. 4 come twice. 4 come twice. Is it okay? Are you able to manage? 4 come twice. I don't want to change 1 minute. I am also intelligent. Okay. We'll make it 0. 0, 1. Actually, same number came twice. No, changing is very difficult. You have to change all the numbers. 2. Here is 3. Happy now? Okay, here also 3 here. 4 here. 5 and 6, guys. I'm just explaining the numbers, what are there. 5 and 6, guys. Okay, guys. 6, guys. 7, guys. 7, guys. Number 8. Okay. Now tell me, guys. Spring container calls wmg.setDate of dt method to complete setter injection. Complete setter injection. 9. Number 9. Spring container returns or factory.getBean method returns. Okay. Wish message generator class object having date class object in it. Back to client application. And we are referring that object with object java.lang.object class reference variable. What variable, guys? Java.lang.object class reference variable. I think remaining points I need not to explain. What do you say, guys? Remaining points were intelligent, na boss? Right. Okay. Without writing code in Eclipse only, this much clarity is there means how much easy it is going to be when we develop the application in Eclipse. Just feel once. Right. Okay. Shall we keep the setup ready, boss? Setup ready. Setup required for first application development. Setup required for first application development. Yes. First application development. Number 1, JDK any version, but make sure that 1.8 plus. Any version 1.8 plus. Next, Eclipse IDE. Any version, okay, 2019 plus. 2019 plus. These two are efficient. These two are sufficient. Okay, guys. Now listen. Okay. Okay, guys. 2019 plus. You can download latest one. You can use it. Not a issue, boss. Not at all a issue. Okay. Uh, contains built-in Maven support. Built-in. You need not to arrange Maven separately, guys. Okay. In future, we will work with STS plugin also. For the timing, you try to keep that Eclipse IDE, which is having built-in Maven support. Okay, Eclipse that is released from 2018 onwards are having built-in Maven support. Understanding my statement? I'm going to use Java JDK 16 latest version. I'm going to use Eclipse 2021-06, which is also latest. I think after 2-3 days, they are planning to release even 2021-09 also. Nowadays, all these are identified. Eclipse ID versions are identified with release years and months, guys. Everyone got the clarity, guys? Okay. Now listen. Procedure to develop. Procedure to develop. Spring first application. What is that? Setter injection application using Eclipse ID. Using Eclipse ID. Shall we start one by one? Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. If anyone is interested to download Eclipse latest version, I'm sharing the URL. Take it. I'm sharing the URL. Take it, boss. Next. Okay. I'm also pasting the same URL. Can you switch off the cameras, everyone? Yeah. Eclipse software comes in the form of zip file, guys. Just to do extraction of zip file, Eclipse is ready. I hope everyone knows how to arrange Eclipse ready in your system. How to arrange Eclipse ready in your system. One zip file will be there. Extract the zip file. In the extraction of zip file, look for eclipse.exe, double click on it. Eclipse will be launched. Okay, guys. Step number 1. Launch Eclipse IDE by choosing workspace folder name. Workspace folder name and location. Workspace folder name and location. What do you mean by workspace folder? The folder where project will be saved. The folder where projects of Eclipse IDE will be saved. So I have a small suggestion. Okay, listen, if you are attending 2-3 batches in a day, okay, try to create 2-3 workspaces. 2-3 workspaces so that clash will not come. Don't practice all subject related, all application in a single workspace. Unnecessarily, you will get confusion. So here, generally what I do is for every batch, I will try to take a separate workspace folder. Done, guys. This is Eclipse 2021-06. Let me close existing ones without having any headache. Yeah, listen. Tomorrow is holiday on the occasion of Ganesh festival. Next class will be on Saturday. Saturday you'll be having class. Right. Now listen. I'm trying to take separate folder for your batch, guys. NTSPBMS 615. This is your batch code. And batch code I am taking as a workspace folder name. Any name, any location you can use. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. This is in my computer. In your computer, you can take anything. Are you listening my statement, guys? Okay. Right. Fine. Yeah. Sunday plan I will give in Saturday's class. Listen, and latest tomorrow for all classes holiday, boss. Yeah, this is the basic look of Eclipse, boss. This is the basic look of Eclipse. Now listen. Okay, industry uses Maven and Gradle tools to create the projects. Okay, Maven and Gradle tools, they are called build tools, guys. We will conduct separate workshop on them. Don't worry. Maven, Gradle. Yes. Maven 59% of the market is having. Gradle is having 41%. But Gradle also slowly picking up, guys. So these are called build tools. Build tools. Simplifying all aspects of project development, execution, testing, release, and etc. So that's why these are called build tools. Okay. Next. Building the project or application is nothing but keeping the project or application ready for execution or release. Ready for execution or release. Are you listening my statement here, guys? Maven or Gradle? Enjoying my statement here, boss? Are you with me? Yes. Right, guys. Listen. Maven, Gradle advantages, features. I know you don't know Gradle and Maven, but with this knowledge, you can start using Maven, Gradle. See, earlier you have not worked with Eclipse. Now I'm in core Java when we started working, we had used or not. In detail, Maven, Gradle workshop I will conduct later. Okay, whatever knowledge I am giving in today's class, with this knowledge, you can start working with Maven, Gradle. Sir, why, sir? You can teach without using Maven, Gradle, na, sir. Okay, that is not industry standard. In industry, every project happens either with Maven or Gradle. Sir, at least 1-2 project you can teach without Maven or Gradle, sir. Earlier, Spring people used to supply their jars separately in the form of zip files. They stopped supplying. They only saying we are not supplying Spring libraries, Spring jars individually in the form of what? Zip files. So you cannot download jars and zip having Spring libraries. You have to collect through Maven or Gradle only. You have to collect through Maven and Gradle. That means Spring people itself saying that don't use what? Manual application development without using Gradle or this one. Okay, number 1. Gives standard project directory structures. This is very interesting. Structures. These are called archetypes. Maven terminology is what? Archetypes. Okay. Now listen. Standard project directory structures, guys. Everyone please focus and concentrate, guys. I asked Maven, I am interested to develop standalone application. It says, take this directory structure, arrange the resources so that many things I will do on my own. Many things I will do on my own. I want to create web application. It will give another project directory structure which is suitable for web application development. So we have a standard project directory structure for different types of application. Different types of application. Technical terminology is archetypes. Next, B. Okay. Allows to see, allows to download jar files. Jar files nothing but libraries. Nothing but dependencies. Here dependencies means not dependent class. Dependencies means jars. Dependencies. Dynamically from internet repositories. Internet repositories. A repository means small database. In the internet, we have so many repositories, guys. So many repositories. Come on. Maintaining jars and libraries. They can download, allows to download jar files, libraries dynamically to projects from internet repositories. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Right. Listen, guys, those who completed registration formalities, you will get link to your email ID. Those who have not done formalities, try to complete the formalities. Okay, sir, you already paid, but you have not get the link. So then ping Srikanth sir once through WhatsApp. Don't call him through WhatsApp. He still is not responding, okay, through messages. Then try to call him. Is that clear? Okay. And one more suggestion, one more request also. Once you reply, don't keep thank you, welcome, sir. Not required. Because to see those messages also, sir has to spend some time. Understanding my statement? Because, okay. So there is no need of writing thank you, sir, most welcome. This kind of formality messages are there, not required. Need not to be that much formal. Nagatu Srihari, you are already there in the Facebook group. You can access the notes. Okay. Yesterday only I have approved your request. Yes, guys. Now, next one. Allows to download the jar file. Gives built-in decompilers. This is another good feature, boss. Built-in decompiler to see the source code. To see the source code of APIs. Suppose Spring predefined classes are there, guys. Spring predefined classes are there. I want to see source code. Yes, we can definitely see by using what decompiler that are coming with Maven or Gradle, boss. Interesting now, boss. Okay. Allows to pack the code. Allows to pack the code in different formats. In different formats like jar file, var file. Web application means var file. Okay, and etc. It allows to pack the file in what different things. Okay, is that clear, guys? Next. Yes. Can run unit test cases, JUnit test cases. JUnit test cases. JUnit test cases and can generate test report. I need not to do JUnit test cases execution separately, guys. Okay, Maven only as part of normal execution, guys. As part of normal execution only, it will run the JUnit test cases and generates the test report also. Very interesting feature or not? Sir, what is unit testing? Programmer's testing on his own piece of code is called unit testing. How to do that unit testing very positively, very easily? There is a tool called JUnit. JUnit is integral part of Maven Gradle. Okay, so when you run the code using Maven Gradle, unit test cases of JUnit will automatically run. So testing also happens parallelly along with the execution. What a beautiful concept. Not only that, it can generate test reports dynamically. It can generate test report dynamically. So many features are there, guys. So many features are there. I'm not highlighting them and etc. I think these reasons are enough. Okay, that means to work with Spring, I need not to install Spring. To work with Hibernate, I need not to install Hibernate. I need not to download software. I need not to download zip file. Every jar, everything I can get dynamically from internet. Okay, one important feature I want to highlight is if we add main jar files, main libraries, it automatically downloads. It automatically downloads dependent jars or libraries. This is another beautiful feature it is having, boss. Okay, guys. If you add main jar file, you need not to search what is the dependent, what are the dependent jars. It will only search and it will download the dependent jars, guys. Number one, we need not to keep any software in your computer. Everything can be downloaded dynamically. If you just know what is main jar file, automatically it will download the dependent jar file. Are you getting my point, guys? Okay. Someone asked what is decompiler. Compiler gives byte code from source code. Decompiler gives source code from byte code. Reverse. Compiler means .java to .class. Decompiler means .class to .java. Everyone getting my point? I think you see, I will conduct workshop of Mew and Gradle exclusively. We have recorded videos of Mew and Gradle also in the YouTube channel. But right now, you don't worry about it. Just study this future, follow my instructions, okay, and we will be ready to work with Mew and our Gradle. Everyone convinced, boss? At least you understood the benefits of Mew and our Gradle, and it is industry standard. You liked it or not liked it, you have to habituate with that. If you don't habituate, you are the loser. You will not be called as a real-time programmer. Okay. Thank you, guys. So tomorrow we will continue remaining things. Okay. Do you get backup videos? Initial classes backup videos you will get. Okay. Okay. Saturday, same link. I think Srikant sir announced something. Okay. If link is changed, you will get to your email ID. If link has not come to your email ID, log in with old email ID. Achal, you will get backup videos of initial classes. Don't worry. Okay, guys. Outsourcing company means they recruit the employees and they will send to another company. That is called outsourcing company. Tomorrow there is no class, guys. Tomorrow is holiday. Next class will be in what? Saturday, same timings. Okay, guys. Are you enjoying classes, guys? Are you feeling heavy to spend 1.5 hours with me? Our time is passing just like that. I will give visual treat of what? Up subject. Just wait for 3 applications. Just wait for 3 applications. You will be on the edge of the chair. What next? Okay, guys. Kundan Kumar, it is giving for developer, not for outsiders. It is happening within the IDE. That's not a security problem. Okay. Same batch will be there in the morning. Morning batch is different. This batch is different. Okay, guys. Abdul Mohid, initial classes videos you will get. Don't worry. Emphasis is a nice company, boss. You can consider Emphasis compared to Reliance. Okay. If date variable also got the getter method and toString method, then property date is sufficient. No, property date is only for setter injection. You must have setter injection. Okay, guys. Can I get today's class as backup class? You will get today's class as the backup video. Don't worry. Okay. If there are other beans present in Spring configuration file, but we have not used in client application, for those beans, objects will not be created. What you have used for them only, object will be created. Right. See, guys, I will give depth knowledge. To bear me, strong core Java knowledge is required. Because if you learn subject as others are studying, why jobs should come to you? Others only will get the jobs. So that's why we will be learning depth in different industry angle with real-time scenarios. Got the clarity, guys? Come on. So I spend more time on concept preparation, then we go for coding. So that when you go to coding, you never feel you are writing code by remembering something. It will come in the flow just like that. Okay, guys. Cognizant, IBM, both are better, but I consider to join IBM. Brand name is big. Okay, guys. in parameter can be passed bean factory instead of application context. Abhi Spring Bean configuration file name is your choice. Anything you want. I will be discussing all the 5 types of injection. In fact, 6 types of injections, guys. Okay, guys. Srikanth NIT. Srikanth NIT. That means our admin is giving one announcement. If you don't receive the mail, send me mail or send me message in WhatsApp. Okay. What happens if we define property tag before date in configuration file? Order does not matter. You can go for anything. You can go in another one. Okay. Right. Sir, I got selected for TCS. Now I am in backup. I am in backup development team, backend, luckily which needs Spring Boot. Your advanced Java knowledge helped me in the interview. Thank you very much. That's good. You benefited. I'm happy. If what knowledge I shared, if it is helping you, I'm really happy. Okay, guys. Those who have not paid fee will receive new link to your register email ID. Please check spam also once. Pripal Singh, I think you have edited message and keeping to me. Please don't waste my time like that. Okay, guys. Nitesh, you will get answer in the coming classes. Okay, guys. Listen, Abhi, even though testers are there, they will not take care of unit testing. They will be doing remaining testings like performance test, navigation test. Remaining all testings will be done by testers. But unit testing should be done by developer because he has to test his own code. Programmer's testing on his own piece of code is called unit testing. Understanding my point? Okay, guys. Yes, Sushant, you will get backup videos until today or until next class. Don't worry. After that, you have to be regular to the class. Okay, guys. Kishan Kumar, still I'm busy with classes. Okay, tonight or tomorrow I will check that. Okay. Acha, Krupal Singh are saying that message conveyed wrong message. Huh? Okay. In my college, all are getting jobs except me. That means you have to improve somewhere. Some profile problems might be there. Check it out. Right. Ganesh, no problem. When you install Eclipse latest version, it automatically gives latest version, though they are not there in your computer. 3+, 4+ guide need to learn Oracle SQL end to end. Suresh, if you learn, it will be added advantage. If you don't learn, also not an issue. Okay. For software job, degree is not a criteria, boss. Knowledge is the criteria. Okay. Arshal, there are thousands of companies. I cannot keep my opinion on every company. Please visit Glassdoor company. Please visit Glassdoor company. Okay, guys. I see some courses says with videos. Okay. Abdul Mohit, this is in this course, we provide initial backup classes as videos. Boss. Okay, guys. Noli Gobes, there is a concept called reflection API. Using that, we can access private member variables. Rahul, Log4j, SL4j, part of our tools, we will be talking about them. Okay. Those are looking for experience certificate. Talk to your friends. Your friends are not helping me. Mail me asking for experience support. I will give some names. Eclipse is open source. STS ID is not industry standard. Eclipse with STS plugin is industry standard. That's why I'm going for it. Okay, guys. Right. Muzar, the links of previous classes are happily working. Please check your setup once. Okay, guys. Are Luna, they are very old version. Please move to latest versions. Okay, guys. Abhi. As experienced, everyone hires BSc candidate. As a fresher, few companies will be there hiring BSc candidates. But mm, as I said earlier, mm, try to clear, try to clear Naresh IT screening test. Naresh IT will take care of your job. Lokesh, you can happily continue this one as your first framework. Okay, guys. I'm experienced, guys. Can correlate my working experience now. Thank you also. I'll be joining other course on Sunday whenever we have. So please tell me time you keep, it would not class. Definitely I will let you know all the this one. Can I attend interviews 11 o'clock advanced Java student? Still you have not completed Sarlet, but you can try, not a problem. You can try, not a problem. See, guys, see, it's happily opening, Mr. I opened Mr. Mazar. I have opened your link only. It's coming, right? Yeah, you can parallelly start learning advanced Java. Okay. Without knowledge of DSA, can I get job company on good? Prajay, as a fresher, if DSA knowledge is required only to get into 10% companies like Google, Amazon kind of thing. Remaining companies not required. Kripal Singh, you clear NIT screening tester. NIT will take care of your batch. Right. What will be there in the screening test? What courses you learn, like Core Java, Advanced Java, Spring. On these subjects, questions will be there. If you perform well, they will shortlist you, and placing you in the company is the responsibility of Naresh. Thank you, guys. Have a nice time. We'll meet on Monday.